Hey you guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today's video is a complete dining room makeover. I did all of this for under $300 because I had most of the products already and I just redid the furniture that we had. I didn't go buy any new furniture pieces. I just bought a few small things for in here, and I love the way that it turned out. This buffet stand took me forever, but it looks amazing in here. So I hope that you stick around for this complete dining room makeover under $300. You will be amazed. It literally looks like a completely different room. It took me so long, but I'm so happy that it's done, and it was definitely worth it. So I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And I'm going to jump right in to sanding on this buffet stand. I didn't sand too much of it down. I kind of just sanded a little bit because the paint that I have, you don't have to sand or prime, but I feel like it would work a little bit better if I had a little bit of the actual stain off of it. So I did that, and now I'm taking off all of the doors and all of the hinges so that I can start painting on this.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be?
This Valspar cabinet and furniture paint is the paint that I used on my TV stand and my hutch. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you've seen that I redid those pieces in my house as well. But this by far is my favorite piece that I have redone in my house. It turned out perfectly, and it looks like glam farmhouse is the style that I think it looks like, and it was so worth flipping this furniture piece. So I'm just emptying everything out, that way I can get it wiped down and I can start painting. This did take 3 to 4 coats of the white paint, just because it is a dark stain on there already that I am trying to cover up. So it took a while to cover it up, and then obviously you have to wait in between to let the coats dry.
Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me. In my bed 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah.
There were a few places on here that I could have added wood filler to kind of fix the imperfections, but I actually am glad that I didn't. Now that it is done, it kind of adds to that farmhouse feel, and I just think the imperfections look perfect on this stand.
Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me.
I'm probably one of the sloppiest painters ever. I have no patience, so I'm just trying to get it done super quick. And I did get it on the floor, but if you get nail polish remover, it brings this paint right up. So I had nail polish remover just sitting around, and it got all of this paint off of the floor. To paint these little pieces, I should have gotten a foam roller, but I thought I had one and I couldn't find it, and I didn't feel like running back out to the store, so I just used a paintbrush. But a foam roller would have been a lot easier on the sides and the not so teeny tiny pieces. So originally I was just going to make the entire stand white, and my husband mentioned to paint these black on the door, and I'm actually glad that he did because I love this so much better. So I ended up painting the glass white. I was actually going to put a piece of wood in there and take out the glass and have the wood white, and my husband was like, well, just paint the glass. So he definitely helped me out with this one, and I love the way that it turned out. And I did go back and forth with knobs, but I found some really cute ones at TJ Maxx, and they are perfect for this stand. So you will see I will put some different ones on here in a bit, and then at the end you will see that they are completely different, but the ones that are on there now are gorgeous. For the black paint, I just went to Lowe's and got a sample jar of black paint because I knew I didn't need a whole lot. This little jar was only like $3, and it was perfect for what I needed for this stand. And then you can see on the doors that there is white paint all over the back. I am not very patient, so I will probably do that another day. I wasn't too careful on not getting paint all over there because I knew that I was going to be painting the back of the doors anyway, but I was just done with the stand by the time I've had everything painted, so I will do the inside of the doors another day.
It isn't hard to tell what you were thinking, babe. Your thoughts are only getting louder. While you are up in space, I sit here by myself. Are you gonna spill the truth or waste your life away? Sitting on your fingertips so I know what you'll say. Baby, don't bother, you know it hurts anyway. Don't bother, as long as you don't say that it's over now, that it's over. We used to talk about getting older. We said we hold on, but now
I did get a little bit of black paint on the glass, but that comes off easily. I just took a razor blade and it scraped right off. Or you can also take some of that nail polish remover that I was talking about earlier, and that brings it right off too. You just have to be really careful with that because it will bring it off of the wood as well, and then you'll have to repaint it. So I'm moving on to the dining room table, and this project took me 4 days to sand down this table. It was taking so long. My husband ended up coming in and helping me because I was just so over sanding this down. So I wanted it to be a natural wood, so I sanded it completely down to the natural wood, and then I am just going to stain that, and I went with like a light gray color. I really wanted to incorporate natural wood tones in here as well as the white and blacks, and then just pops of greenery for color, and this table turned out exactly how I wanted it to.
hold on, but now it's over. It can't be over. Over.
I do not recommend sanding in your house. I had sawdust everywhere, which I knew that was going to happen, but this table is seriously so heavy that we did not want to carry it outside and then have to carry it right back in because it is so heavy. So I just made sure that the windows and the doors were open in this room, and yeah, I should have been wearing protective gear on my face, but that's what I'm wearing my blue light glasses for. It kind of helped protect the dust from going in my eyes. But I recommend wearing some safety gear and doing this outside. But this was a big open space and I had the windows open, so it wasn't bad. I just had to clean up a lot of the dust. So I'm moving on to my bar cart. I have had this, I actually got this off Marketplace a few months ago, and I have been trying to figure out what I wanted to do with it. I was going to paint it white, but then I thought the big piece of furniture was enough white in that room, so I ended up painting this black, and I definitely am so glad that I painted it black. I think it looks so much better, and then with the gold tray that sits on top of it, that actually came like that. I did not repaint that, but I love the way that it turned out. So while that dries, I am going to move on to some decor that I'm going to put on the wall. I found these outdoor lanterns at a thrift store and I got them both for $5. So $2.50 a piece was a steal. And then I had this piece of wood just laying in the garage. So you'll see I'm all over the place right now. I'm just trying to get everything finished. So we will go back to those lanterns in a bit. I had to stain them. We'll stain the wood that they go on. So while those dry, I decided to put the knobs on the cabinet. These are not the knobs that are staying on there. I do love these, but from a distance, it just did not make enough of a statement for me. So I ended up taking these off and putting new ones on. So I am moving on to the dining room chairs. I did not have it in the budget right now to buy new chairs, so I just decided to paint the legs black, and I am using the same black paint that I used on the bar cart. And originally I was going to sand these completely down like I did the table, but I am so glad that I didn't, because the contrast of the black and then the natural wood on the table looks so good together.
But it's alright with me, it doesn't matter any longer. I will forgive your flaws if you're forgiving mine. Are you gonna spill the truth or waste your life away? Sitting on your fingertips so I know what you'll say. Baby, don't bother, you know it hurts anyway. Don't bother, as long as you don't say that it's over now that it's over. We used to talk about getting older. We said we hold on, but now it's over. It can't be over. Over. Spill it out. Don't you spare any details of how you feel about us. Spill it out.
So this classic gray stain is what I'm using for the lantern holders that are going on the wall, as well as the table. I use this gray on the table too. But you will see here in a bit, I went in with a little bit of a darker stain for these because the gray just wasn't giving it the color that I wanted.
Don't you spare any details, oh baby. As long as you don't say that it's over now that it's over. We used to talk about getting older. We said we hold on, but now it's over. It can't be over.
So I ended up going in with the Early American mid-wax stain, and I love them so much. I'm so glad I added that on there because it gave it the exact color that I was going for. So I just mixed the gray and that Early American color. So now my husband is coming in and helping me sand the table because I was just so over it at this point. So he came in and helped me a bit. The only bad thing was we had to go in and hand sand the corners because the actual sander would not get in there. That was probably the worst part of sanding this entire table.
Over, over.
So now I'm just going to wipe this table down because it had all of the dust all over it. So I'm going to wipe that down, let it dry, and then now I'm going in with that classic gray stain, and I am just putting it on with an old t-shirt that I had laying around. This is my favorite way to apply stain, is just to grab an old t-shirt. And this isn't a super dark stain, so I didn't have to rub it on and then wipe it off with another shirt. I was just kind of like layering it on there because I wanted that really not super dark gray, but I really wanted it to show up. And I knew that the gray was a little bit lighter. So this is the way that I am applying it, and it definitely turned out exactly the way that I wanted.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me.
Alright, so now I'm going to get the lanterns ready to be hung. I'm just hanging a little hanger on the back so that I can hang those on the wall, and then I will screw in the lanterns to the front of this piece of wood. And it took me forever to figure out what I wanted to do with these lanterns. I got them and I knew I wanted to put them in the house somewhere, but I didn't just want to hang them on the wall because I thought it would be too plain. So I found this piece of wood in the garage, and I am just so glad that I put them on this wood because I think it looks so cute. Let me know in the comments if you like this or not.
You would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. Feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. Just take a hint, you got a free pass. Oh, try to hide it, but you had me from the get-go. Let me be
Now it is my favorite time to start decorating. Now that everything is all done, all of the furniture pieces have been completed, and now it is time to start decorating. I love the way that those lanterns look on the wall. I just think it makes it look so cozy in here. And then that blue piece of tape, that is how I measure and hang my pictures up straight. I just put it on the back and then mark where it goes, and then I just hang it on the wall, and then it is so much easier to put the nails in the wall that way. So I am just wiping off this stand. You can see how dusty it got from all of the sand or all the dust from the sander. So I wiped that off, and now I'm going to start decorating this space. This is definitely my favorite space in this room. I love this stand. You can see that I ended up going in and I took the sander and I kind of just chipped off some parts of the paint, and I love the way that it looks. Who else loves basket walls? This is the second one in my house, and I think I need one in every room. I love them so much. I just think they are so cute, and it's such an inexpensive decor piece, but they make a statement, and I think they are so pretty. So I got all of these at the thrift store. Every single basket that is in my house is mainly from the thrift store, because you can get so many baskets for your basket walls for such an inexpensive price.
I'm not that complicated.
found this jug at TJ Maxx for $12.99. I have been wanting one of these for so long, and I finally found one. So I was so excited, and I snatched it right up, and I knew exactly where it was going. So this lantern I have had most of the decor in here I have had, and I kind of just shopped around my house. I have been obsessed with decorating with candlesticks lately ever since Christmas, and I had them on my dining room table. I've been wanting to use them in every room of the house. I just think they're so pretty. So now I'm going to start decorating the bar cart. I had to take the paint off of the wheels. I didn't want the hardware down there to get painted black because it is gold, and I love the way that it ties in with the tray. So now I'm going to start decorating it, and I'm just grabbing a couple of bottles of alcohol, a champagne, and then the glasses that go with them. Now it is time to get this area cleaned up so that I can really finish this room. I got a new rug, and this rug was only $50 at Bell's Outlet, which is one of my favorite places to shop for home decor. So before I could lay the rug out, I had to get the floors clean.
To all of those nights when I knew you were mine. I miss when we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts, when life was good and the worn out sneakers, when we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts.
I really struggled to put this table on the rug because it is so heavy and it just kept folding up. So I finally got it. But I love this rug. I think it is so pretty, and I could not believe that it was only $50. You can't really tell on camera the detail of it, but it is very pretty. It has like this light blue and tan detail in it, and it just goes so perfectly in this room because it's not too much of a statement, but it still separates the room. It really needed a rug in here. I have had these placemats for a while. I got them at the thrift store like over a year ago.
You said that you were with me. I wonder how we did forget. Some days were forever, and oh, it's been too long. Been too long. I wish that we could turn back time, back to all of those nights when I knew you were mine. I miss when we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts, when life was good and the worn out sneakers, when we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts. Dirt on my jeans and sing good old snapback, floating through the street like holding your hand tight. Dirt on my jeans and sing good old snapback, floating through the street like. I wish that we could turn back time, back to all of those nights when I knew you were mine.
So these curtain rods are actually ground rods, and I just spray painted them black. I just did not want to go spend $60 on a new curtain rod right now. It just was not in the budget for this room right now. So these work perfectly. I'm just going to get something cute to go on the ends of them to make them actually look like a curtain rod. And then we're going to cut down the middle piece so that it isn't overlapping like that. But I think they turned out perfectly, and I love these curtains. I found these at Walmart for $15. for the set.
I miss when we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts, when life was good in the worn out sneakers.
So this is the before, and I am just so happy with how it turned out. This is the after, and it is amazing. I just love this room. I was just sitting in here just staring at everything, and it's just so cozy in here, and this is definitely my favorite room in the house. So I hope that you enjoyed my extreme dining room makeover on a budget. I cannot believe that I was able to do this entire room for under $300. And it was a lot of hard work, but it was so worth it now that it is done. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button before you go today. And if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a huge thumbs up. That really helps out my channel and lets YouTube know that you enjoy my content. So I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.
I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone.